Well, we had we didn't have none, but you know, the Storm Prediction Center predicted severe weather. So I was up all night like most people, thinking maybe a tornado would wipe us out. They had expanded the moderate risk area. In my cell, my smartphone, I get all the weather alerts, get numerous feeds. It was going crazy. I was up all night, make sure we didn't get slammed, but if we did, we'd seek shelter. So I'm basically going on an hour and a half sleep, caffeine, and yeah, I got all that for about $3. It's all just got lucky. It's all on sale. Caffeine. What did I say? An hour and a half sleep. Caffeine, and the only thing saving me today is them two. I told you. And a 5-mile bike ride. That perked me up this morning. Other than that, I feel better than I thought I would, but I still feel like I'm half drunk and I don't drink. You know, you see what they did one time? You ever see this test? They took a test. They had a subject drink 2 beers, and I think it's 2 beers an hour or 3, which is 2 or 3 that makes you legally intoxicated. Anyway, there's a study done, real study, and he did his, and I think he did his normal activities. Okay, they took another subject that did not drink, but went without sleep for 24 hours and did his normal stuff. So basically, they're both doing their same activities, except the one's not drinking has no sleep. According to the computer, who do you think did better? You guessed it. The guy with no sleep was a better driver. Now, I'm not saying go drink and drive. I'm not saying it. No, next thing I hear, oh my God, no, I'm not saying it. What I am saying is, sleep. The best thing you can do for your health is not your diet, is sleep. And the guy that had no sleep drove more drunk, quote unquote drunk, than the guy that had 2 or 3 beers an hour. I think it's 2 or 3 an hour, something like that. I forget the measurement, but I know it was enough to make him legally intoxicated. He was drunk, you know, computer said he was drunk driver. He would have been, simulator, you know. And the guy that had no sleep did worse, I believe. But you know what I think is worst of worst of worst? I'm guilty of this, but you know, if you're driving a car and you're on your cell phone to texting. One time I was going to the store at the red light, and there was this, I won't say male or female, there was this lady. Well, I already said. Now, you see what happens when you get an hour and a half of sleep? There was this person. They was making a left turn. She had the right of way. She's on her cell phone. And I was on a bike. That's what it was. And she's making a left middle lane, making a left turn. She must have been talking to her sister in Hawaii, because as she made a left, I got a real good close look at her. Her mind was in Hawaii. It wasn't here. She must have been on the cell phone with some of her relatives on vacation. Because she was really, you could tell, you know, I would rather trust a drunk driver, to be honest about it. I would. 1 in 10 drunk drive, 1 in 10 vehicles, according to stats, 1 in 10 cars that goes past me on that mountain bike is legally intoxicated. Haven't been doing it since the late 80s. Still here. Cell phones, man, they can be dangerous. Privacy or not, they need a speaker on the dashboard. It ain't private, but hey, it may save a few lives. There's this lady up here in Lebanon, Ohio, one time. This was on the news about 15 years ago. She had the right of way. She's on her cell phone talking to her. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking cell phone. No. It's not the gun that kills. It's the person behind the gun. It's not the cell phone. The person operates the cell phone. But anyway, she's up here in Lebanon, Ohio, Warren County, and she's on the news. And she had the right of way, and she's talking to her sister on the cell phone. Had her phone in her. And when you got your phone in your ear, psychologically, that takes you away from your surroundings. Anyway, she had the green light, but she got to the green light, it went to yellow, and then it went red, so she had to stop. She's so busy on her cell phone talking to her sister. A school bus, high school bus, had the right of way. And from what I remember, she sideswiped him, but it was enough momentum to break her neck. She died. That's, I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe. Yeah. So, be very careful. That's the bottom line. Be very careful. I know I got, on an hour and a half sleep, hey, I'm on that. I got to be careful, because when you only got an hour and a half sleep and you're going on caffeine and, artificial stimulant, you're, technically, if I was given a sobriety test, could have passed. I mean, think about it. That study, you remember the study I just told you about? 24 hours without sleep? If a policeman made me walk a line, see if I can walk a straight line. Hold on. A little bit. Can you see me? Just a little bit. I'm not making this up. Hour and a half sleep. Darn severe weather. Let me try to walk a straight line. Think I can do it? See, see. Hey, it affects your balance more than what you think. It really does. I don't drink. Imagine if that was alcohol. I mean, I'm walking not bad, but I can feel myself just a little bit wobbly. That's what you get for no sleep. Okay, I'm gonna drug up on. Oh, it's the wrong word to use. I'm gonna get up on some caffeine, soft drink, and another 5 mile. When they close your library, another 5 mile ride home will wake me up. But it's what happens when you get severe weather. Keeps you awake. Okay, I'm gone.